Hello, welcome back to the channel. So we got a community update last night from Call of Duty. Now, this is to do with a small community win that we've received with regards to carry forward and the goofy type operator skins that they've been releasing. So they announced that there was going to be a carry forward from Black Ops 6 to Black Ops 7. Now with this community update, they've retracted that and decided that they're no longer going to do a carry forward due to the community's feedback on the goofiness of the skins and trying to keep Black Ops 7, authentic to the Call of Duty sort of style that they should have been using. Now, they've stated that development of this game is always supposed to be a spiritual successor and they wanted to stay similar to Black Ops 2, which is all good. And then when they announced the carry forward for Season 1, it killed off a lot of hype for a lot of people and put them off pre-ordering the game. Obviously, there's other reasons why people stop pre-ordering the game as well. There's other things going on the community aren't happy about. But this put a lot of people off the game because of the state of what would happen in Season 1 of the game moving forward. So now that the operator skins and weapons from Black Ops 6 will no longer carry forward, the game will have less content in it than planned originally. But obviously, the content that they have, like the operator skins and weapons, will be more authentic to the future timeline. The only things that will carry forward are gobblegums and double XP tokens, as they should. And going through the files, the only things that were actually listed to carry forward were the gobblegums and double XP tokens anyway. So part of me believes that this is more of a ruse than what we're thinking, that they put this carry forward out there to see what the community clapback would be and what feedback they'd get from the community. And obviously the community have pushed back, so they've decided not to do it. Obviously, the content must still carry forward to Warzone, and that won't change. That'll still be included in, what we've got now. You'll just have an extra tab for Black Ops 7 operators and weapons. Like I say, they want to keep Black Ops 7 to feel authentic to Call of Duty and its setting, and that's why they're doing this. So, like I say, that's a small win for one part of the community. And I'm not saying that they're not going to bring goofy skins to Season 1, because I believe they are, even though they're stating that our feedback matters and that in Black Ops 7 they're going to create items that fit the Black Ops identity rather than going balls for the wall goofy again, which is fine because the last couple of games 95% of the operator skins and blueprints have been balls to the wall goofy, and not everyone's liked them, enjoyed them, because take Season 5 for example. Majority of the bundles are of the goofy kind, and we've got 3 mill themed skins, the SAS bundle and one of the replacer skins, rather than having a 50-50 split. I don't mind the skins being wacky and goofy, but there's certain levels that you shouldn't have gone to, like the cartoon skins. No, they shouldn't have been in the game. They should stay in Fortnite. So they've obviously took the feedback on board for once, or they've listened to it finally because they finally have competition in Battlefield 6 and it's hurting their wallet, so they need to do something about it to get the pre-orders back up. So, like I say, this has been done, and there could be other things that they finally listen to, like disbanding lobbies, skill-based matchmaking reduction. Other changes may finally happen that competition brings that they actually listen to us about, things that we've been requesting for years, and that has been falling on deaf ears because they just don't want to listen because they don't need to do anything now with the fall in pre-orders, because normally they're number 1 and they're down to 6. Alright, they're beating Battlefield 6 now on the PlayStation Store, but they weren't to start with. But competition brings changes, and it's always a good thing, and hopefully finally the game has some competition and Battlefield 6 competes very well with it, and it makes them look at the game more than they have been in the past, because all they've been doing is just thinking about their wallets and churning out utter crap, to be fair, for the majority of the bundles. I know that may hurt the artists, but a lot of the bundles are just utter garbage, especially in this current game, Black Ops 6. They haven't really given much thought about them, in my eyes, because most of them are utter crap. The Modern Warfare bundles were better than what we're getting in this game. So hopefully going forward that they listen, it brings changes, the season's bundles are better, and we get a better game overall from it. My hype levels are a bit more higher now that we've had this blog and they are finally doing something about listening to the community. It's all good and well, but if they don't listen about the disbanding lobbies, the reduction in skill-based matchmaking, they've fixed the servers and improving them from 10 hertz servers. Most games, like I say, have higher tick rate in the servers, and the Call of Duties are just pathetic. And they're finally talking about bringing other things to the anti-cheat, which is all good and well, because all they ever seem to do is talk. So they need, to prove it this time. We've talked about anti-cheat improvements for 5, 6, 7 years, and never really seeing much of it, because the game's completely rampant with cheaters. Closing the cheat providers down is all good and well, but all they do is, reopen under a different name the majority of the time from a different country. Now we'll have to see what happens with the anti-cheat. Obviously the games need TPM like Battlefield 6, but that doesn't mean much other than it needs to be on for the game to launch. Some cheat software don't even get detected by it, but we'll just have to see. But like I say, this is a small win for the community. Ghost out.